Hey, how's it going? Oh, sorry, it's my computer. I think my best bet is to start off with feminism. I know that has a bad name. Believe me, I know. I've heard plenty of girls tell me, I'm not a feminist, but, and all of them my friends, because they don't want to use that label for themselves because feminism has such a bad name, and, you know, you think feminism, you think feminazi, which is a ridiculous phrase to me because of what the Nazis did. I know now it means like a super strict person, but it shouldn't mean that. It should mean what it was used for in the first place, because that was a horrible time in our history. That's my rant on that. No, but I was going to start off with the different phases of feminism. I don't know them off the top of my head, so. First wave of feminism happened in the 1920s with the suffragettes. That's what they were called. Man, I would not want to live in a past time period, but if I had to, that would be the time period that I would want to live in, because the 20s were just, especially for women, like, the skirts got shorter and they were just more free, and they're just like, fuck you, patriarchy, except they didn't say it like that because they were ladies. But I feel like that was the first big step for women, is to get the right to vote, and I'm just blown away that that happened. I mean, it seems like something silly because we take it for granted, I think, but just thinking about what these women did and how hard they fought for just this one right, they just wanted to vote like their husbands and their brothers, and they did it. They got what they wanted. I think the second wave of feminism is very much influenced by the image of the 1950s housewife, the perfect housewife that stayed home and had dinner ready on the table when their husband got home. I think that image is what drove women to want to change the culture. And this wasn't about changing laws or anything, this was about changing the culture that they lived in and creating new standards for women, and just kind of raising the bar and pushing those boundaries, the things that kept them inside the house and dressed in the cute little, I love the clothing, in the cute little 50s housewife dresses. And this happens in about the 1960s, this says here, is when women start to take more powerful positions in the workforce, because before this, women were basically secretaries and teachers, and there's this theory that the reason teachers are paid so little here in America, compared to over in England, is because traditionally it was a female job. That job was for women, and so the pay was less because women didn't need to be paid as much as men did. On the other hand, over in Britain, professors were more traditionally men, so they get paid more. I don't know if this is true or not. I've never bothered to double check, which is bad. Always double check your facts. But I just thought it was an interesting little tidbit that I learned a long time ago, but back before I fact checked. Still don't sometimes. Third wave feminism says here started in the 1990s, but apparently a lot of people don't believe in third wave of feminism. They think that a lot of people think that feminism is over. There's no need because we have gender equality. Yay! Except that we don't. And from what I gather, third wave feminism is basically trying to like sort out all the little gritty details of our lives and of how things work, because America specifically is behind. Like, with the women that we have in power, I think we have like 4 women in Congress right now. That's not very many. I should check that. Okay. As of 2013, 78 women hold seats in the House of Representatives, which is only 17.9% of the 435 members. That is a lot of men. There's nothing wrong with men being in power. The fact is that men are so so out of proportion because women are capable of having those positions. They just don't because they're being held back because of societal pressures and just all that jazz. I've known people say that it's bullshit that women are being held back because of people telling them they're worth less, but if someone calls you stupid, you might not believe them the first time, but if they keep calling you stupid and then their friends join in and then their friends join in, then you're gonna think you're stupid. That's just the way people's minds work. And so yes, some women think they're inherently less because they've been told so all their lives, and even if they know that that's wrong, some part of them believes it. The point is, there's a lot more to feminism than people think there is. It's not just about the 1920s. It's not over. Feminism has changed a little bit. Now it's about body image and how women are shown in the media. It's about the 20 cents wage gap. It's so much more. I know one person in my life, one, that will admit that she's a feminist. And that's my sister. My friends, they have the beliefs, they know what it means to be a feminist, but they still, because I've told them, but they still don't, they wouldn't ever call themselves that. My friend said it once, she just doesn't care enough, she's not an activist, and I tried to tell her, you don't have to be an activist to be a feminist. It's not about, going out and holding up signs and being angry about everything. It's about little things too. It's about calling your friends out whenever they make a sexist joke, whether it's girls or guys saying it. It's about telling your friends to stop making rape jokes. It's about just the small things. Feminism to me is about recognizing the things that are wrong with society and recognizing that they need to be changed. You don't have to be the one that does the changing yourself. You can just be the one that simply spreads the word. Because honestly, if you know all this information and you're not spreading the word, what's stopping you? Why can't we talk about what's good for women? What's good for society as a whole? Because it doesn't just affect women, it affects men as well. Feminine doesn't equal weak. And I think I'm gonna end it on that note. Sorry for the long rant. I hope that somebody learned something from all that gibberish. And that's all for me.
Feminist.